Hello there. Today I'm going to show you how to symmetrize meshes in Blender using my add-on. And you can see from the side panel that we are not limited to just the basis shape. We can do a lot of things. And you also may say that, hey, Blender already has a built-in tool for that, and it is correct. You can just press F3, choose Symmetrize, boom, and the job is done. But the devil is in the details, and I know how Blender's Symmetrize work. It requires the center vertices to be perfectly aligned with the symmetry plane. If they're shifted even a little bit, boom, and messy topology. And maybe that is not even the biggest problem. And what if I don't want to symmetrize the entire mesh? Boom, and an extra ear. And with my add-on that is not a problem, but I'm not going to say that my add-on is perfect or that it solves 100% of cases. Of course it's not. And to get started, the mesh needs a valid symmetry configuration. So in the add-on, I separate the process into two distinct steps. One step is detecting the symmetry, and the other is actually applying it, whether it's to the base shape, vertex group, shape case, or anything else. And symmetry can be detected when the mesh is perfectly symmetrical, so we simply memorize the correspondence between the left and right vertices. Or we can manually define the center vertices and solve the symmetry purely from the topology. So define only the center vertices, not everything. That means even if your mesh isn't perfectly symmetrical at the beginning, as long as the topology is symmetrical, you can still use the add-on. The topology-based approach isn't perfect. At the moment, it doesn't work if your mesh consists of separate disconnected parts on opposite sides of the symmetry axis. And in that case, the coordinate-based approach will still work better, but with its own limitations. And between these two steps, between detecting the symmetry and applying it, you can do a lot of things as long as the topology remains unchanged. Also, you can import the configuration from a JSON file if you have already worked with another mesh that has the same topology and vertex indices. And here I'm to show the topology-based approach because, as you can see, the mesh is far from perfectly symmetrical, and at the same time, it is not separated. There are almost no settings to configure. The only thing you need is to select the symmetry axis, then switch to edit mode and select the center edge loop and click Save Config from Topology. It solves the symmetry and creates the mapping between each vertex and its symmetrical counterparts, and it also stores the list of central vertices. So we have the config, and there's some information about it at the top. Then finally, let's talk about options we have to symmetrize the mesh. The first one is flow. Average flow means that we take the vertex coordinates from one side, take the coordinates from the opposite side, and find something in the middle. So the resulting mesh will be symmetrical, and both sides will resemble a 50-50 blend of the left and the right sides. And the remaining options are pretty clear, and you can either transfer shape from the negative to positive side or the opposite, from the positive side to the negative side. I'll cancel all the changes. Recompute shape keys mean that all shape keys will be recalculated to preserve original changes rather than the original shape. It will be easier to show it. So I have a simple shape key, and if I leave recompute shape keys enabled after applying symmetry, the shape key still applies the same changes. So the character just smiles, and so the path each vertex follows when we move the slider is not changed. But if I disable it, the shape key will look the same as it did before symmetrizing. So the final position each vertex reaches will be the same before and after symmetrizing the basis shape. And the last option saves the original shape before applying symmetry as a shape key. So if I enable it and apply symmetry, I get the shape key named before symmetrize, which can be used to restore the original shape. And all these options also valid when we work with selection. So I think that's enough for today. So the next video will be about shape keys, and it's my favorite part of the add-on. The add-on is available on ArtStation. I update it on a regular basis, adding something new and fixing old features based on feedback. And I hope I managed to make the interface at least a little more user-friendly by getting rid of some technical, confusing terminology. So thank you for watching. See you next time.